Hello, I'm David Chaston with 98.9, brought to you by Interest.co.nz. This week, everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news of big shifts coming in the energy market. But first, in China, factory output and retail sales growth both slowed in October, although they're still expanding at a relatively high rate. The German economy grew by 2.8% in the third quarter of 2017 from a year ago, driven by strong investment. And Italy said its growth rose to 1.8% year on year, but there were slowdowns in France, Spain and the Netherlands. In a major assessment, the International Energy Agency is predicting major upheaval as the US becomes the world's largest oil and gas producer, while China overtakes it as the biggest oil consumer. It sees energy demand rising by 30% by 2040, driven by higher consumption in India. It also sees renewable energy sources gaining to supply 40% of the increase in demand. They see coal's share collapsing and oil's falling. Gas will hold its own, they say, and through all this, demand signals will be driven by China, and most of that renewable supply will originate in China. But the largest impact will be from energy efficiency. They say demand growth would be double the 30% predicted without major strides being made in efficiency. Standard & Poor's has declared Venezuela to be in selective default. Its state-owned oil company has also defaulted. The country owes creditors $140 billion and now can't pay the interest due, let alone the scheduled principal. Nor can it get any agreement to roll over its facilities. In the US, their Food and Drug Administration has approved the world's first digital drug, an antipsychotic pill that signals smartphones once it reaches the gut so doctors can track whether patients are taking their medication. It is the start of a pharmaceutical revolution. In Australia, the latest survey of business confidence has it at record levels. The rises are across all industries, including retail. According to the National Australia Bank's monthly business survey, business conditions rose Australia-wide by 7 points to 21 points in October, a record high and up 4 times the long-run average since the report began in 1997. And staying in Australia, the ex-CEO of ANZ has apparently never heard of Godwin's Law. He is accusing their government of whipping up mobs to turn on banks. Hitler did it, he said. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield is at 2.38%, 2 basis points lower than this time yesterday. And the price of crude oil is down $1.50 to just under $55.50 a barrel, while the Brent benchmark is just over $61.50 a barrel. The price of gold is up $7 to $1,279 an ounce, and the Kiwi dollar's softer tone is continuing. We're now at just under 68.8 US cents. On the cross rates, we're at 90.2 Aussie cents, and against the euro at 58.5 euro cents. That puts the TWI at 71.9. I'm David Chaston. That was 98.9, brought to you by Interest.co.nz.